Hey guys, what's up? Hi everyone, this is Ananya, your SST master teacher here at Vedantu. So guys, how are you all? I hope you people are taking very good care of yourself. Alright guys, so if you people are new on this channel, let me welcome you guys to the family of Vedantu's 9th and 10th English. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also show some love by hitting the like button. Thank you so much in advance. Alright people, so let's see what are we going to do in this video guys, in this session. Guys, in this session we are going to start with the new story, and it is a very interesting story of Germany guys. We are going to talk about the rise of Hitler, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. That is what we are going to talk in this chapter guys. Alright. So without any further delay guys, let's get started with this amazing story of Germany. Alright guys, story is very interesting, so I'm expecting you guys, I'm requesting you guys that you will be staying with me till the very end of not only this session, of each and every session of mine. Alright, so let's get started without any further delay. And one more thing guys, if you want to take our pro subscription guys, those are paid subscription, and there are many advantages of taking our V Pro subscription. If you want to take that, the link is there in the description box, and if you want to know more about this subscription, I will guide you along with this video, so make sure that you are staying with me till the very end. And second thing guys, at the end of every session I always come up with homework questions. So at this time also I'm going to give you homework questions. Make sure that you people are giving me the answers in the comment section, and next time I'm going to display the names of all those students who are going to give the answers in the comment section. Alright, let's get started. Cool. So guys, in this entire story, we are going to talk about how this, what was First World War, how First World War started, how Second World War started. We are going to take a brief idea about Second World War, what happened in Second World War, what was First World War, how Second World War started, what was Nazism, who was Hitler, and what was the ideology of Hitler, what was the ideology of Nazism. We are going to talk all these things in this entire story, guys. All right, so let's get started. Now guys, what was Nazism? Guys, Nazism was basically an ideology related to world and politics. Nazism was an ideology related to world and politics. You will know more about Nazism, the ideology of Nazism, in this chapter guys, so don't worry. Now guys, how this story starts? This story starts from Second World War, and then we will go to flashback, and then we will see what happened in First World War, because of which Second World War started. Cool. So guys, the story starts from May 1945. In May 1945, Germany surrendered to Allies. Now guys, Germany surrendered. Surrendered means we can say that Germany was defeated in Second World War. Now guys, what was Allies? Guys, Second World War was between two groups, Axis power and Allied power. Okay, first of all guys, let me tell you, Second World War lasted for 6 years. It started in year 1939 and it ended in year 1945. So it was between two groups guys. The major countries in Axis was Germany, Italy and Japan. And the major countries in Allied powers were United States, France, Great Britain, Soviet Union and Canada. So these were the two major groups who were fighting in Second World War. Now guys, in this what happened? Germany surrendered to Allies. So we can say that Allies was on the winning side and Axis was on the losing side. Alright, cool. Now guys, how Germany was defeated? Guys, in April 1945, Hitler with his minister Goebbels and with his entire family committed suicide. Now guys, obviously the leader of Germany committed suicide means it was obvious that Germany was defeated in Second World War. Now guys, after the defeat of Germany in Second World War, there was an organization which was formed at Nuremberg. The name of the organization was the International Military Tribunal. Why this organization was formed? That this organization was formed to punish the Nazi war criminals. Means those people related to Nazi political party who was held responsible for Second World War. This organization was formed to punish those people. Yes, in fact, they were also tagged as they have done crime against humanity. Now guys, just imagine उनको बोला गया था कि they have done committed crime against humanity. ऐसा क्या किया उन्होंने? Let's understand guys. Now guys, Second World War, Germany had waged a genocidal war. Guys, what is genocidal war? The genocidal war means mass killing of the people. Yes, resulted in mass murder of the selected groups of innocent civilians of people. So innocent civilians of Europe, innocent civilians of Europe, guys, they were sent to concentration camps and they were killed in these concentration camps. Yes, so this was very, very common, guys. Just look at the numbers, you will be surprised, you will be amazed. The number of people who were killed was 6 million Jews, 2 lakh gypsies, 1 million Polish civilians, 70,000 Germans who were considered as undesirables. Lakhs and crores of people were killed. Why? Now I hope you understood why Nazi, the people related to Nazi political party, they were tagged as they have committed crime against humanity. आप समझे ऐसा क्यों बोला करते थे कि उनको war criminals and they have done crime against humanity. Just imagine the numbers of people were killed. Now guys, how these people were killed? They were taken to concentration camps. Like for example, Auschwitz was a concentration camp. Guys, by gassing them in various killing centers. So these were killing centers. People were sent in these killing centers, and by gassing them, by obviously these were poisonous gases, which resulted into choking of their throat, and eventually they died. This is how people were killed. Now, as against this, the Nuremberg Tribunal, which was formed to punish the Nazi war criminals, they sentenced only 11 leading Nazis to death. Just 11 people were sentenced to death, and obviously many were sent behind the bars, imprisoned for life. But just imagine, guys, killing crores of people and punishment only to 11 Nazis who were sentenced to death, and few people were imprisoned. Why? Why allies, or why this Nuremberg Tribunal had sympathy towards Germany? We will also understand this, guys, why the allies did not want it to be so harsh on Germany. Why, guys? Why allies did not want to be so harsh on Germany? We will see this story in this particular, we will see this part of the story in this chapter, guys, so don't worry. All right. So guys, let's go back to First World War. All right. Let's see what happened in First World War, what gave rise to Second World War, how Hitler came into this story. You will understand all these things. All right. And why Allied power had sympathy, or they did want it to be so harsh on Germany. ऐसा क्यों उनके लिए feel हो रहा था? We will understand all these things in this entire story, guys. So what was Weimar Republic? Let's understand. Guys, back in 20th century, Germany was a very, very powerful empire. In fact, Germany was a very important participant in First World War. Guys, First World War was like for 4 years, between 1914 and 1918. Okay? So guys, Germany fought the First World War alongside means with Austrian Empire and against allies. All right. At that time, allies में England, France and Russia थे. All right. Now guys, Germany made initial gains. Okay. Germany was very, very strong till year 1917 by occupying France and Belgium. But what happened after 1917? Guys, after 1917, USA participated in First World War. They entered into this war, they supported allies, and once USA entered in this war, defeated Germany and the entire Central Power in November 1918. So the entry of USA gave rise to the defeat of Germany and the Central Power in 1918. Now guys, after the defeat of Imperial Germany, so like as I told you guys, Germany was a very, very powerful empire. So just imagine, guys, after the defeat of such a big nation, Imperial Germany, the king also abdicated from Germany. As the king abdicated from Germany, it gave rise to an opportunity to the parliamentary parties to recast German polity. Means it gave an opportunity to those political parties who wanted to form a parliamentary form of government. People, what do we understand from parliamentary form of government? Parliamentary form of government means elected form of government, elected representatives. Okay, before that, in Germany we saw there was the rule of king. So obviously king was not elected by the people. And we saw the situation of Germany First World War. German king was abdicated. So this gave an opportunity to parliamentary form of government to take the power. What they did? They formed a National Assembly in Weimar. Now guys, what was National Assembly and what is National Assembly? Guys, National Assembly is an assembly of elected representatives. Like in India, we say it as parliament. Parliament is a national assembly of elected representatives. In a similar way, in Germany, you will come across Reichstag. So Reichstag was a national assembly which was appointed at Weimar. Now, and guys, the representatives of this German parliament, also known as Reichstag, was appointed by the people. Exactly. So on the basis of equal and universal votes cast by all adults, including women. So they elected the representatives in this German parliament or Reichstag. I hope till now everything is clear. Now guys, what happened? This Weimar Republic elected government was forced to sign a treaty. The name of the treaty was Paris Treaty or the Treaty of Versailles. And guys, this treaty was very humiliating for Germany. Why it was very humiliating for Germany? See, after signing this treaty, it was a peace treaty. Germany lost its overseas colonies, which included 13% of its territories, 75% of iron, and 26% of its coal to France, Poland, Denmark, and Lithuania. Germany, after signing this treaty, they lost all these things. Now you'll be like, sir, why Weimar Republic signed this treaty? Guys, they had no other options. They were forced to sign this treaty. Not only this, the Allied powers, you remember Allied powers कौन थे? Allied powers जो winning side में थे. The Allied powers demilitarized Germany to weaken its power. Guys, what is not demilitarizing Germany? Removing all the military forces. Okay, so they were forced to remove all their military forces so that their power should become weak. All right, their power should reduce. And not only this, Germany was also held responsible to pay the war guilt clause. Means whatever losses Allied countries faced in First World War, who was held responsible? Germany was held responsible to pay all the losses. Just look at the numbers. Germany was forced to pay a compensation of amounting 6 billion pounds back then. Not only this, the Allied armies who were on the winning side, they also occupied the resource-rich Rhineland. Not only this, many Germans, okay, so basically who was held responsible for all these things? Weimar Republic was held responsible for all these things. But guys, let me tell you, Weimar Republic had no other option other than signing this treaty, guys. Paris Treaty or Treaty of Versailles. Are you guys getting what is happening? I started the story from Second World War. Then मैं आपको flashback में लेकर आया और actual reason First World War से देखा. And this is how we will see the story. I hope guys आपको interesting sound कर रहा है. Cool? ठीक है. And guys, please keep on sharing our videos with all your friends. All right? चलो. Now guys, what was the effect of war? Not only on Germany. Let's see the effect of war in Europe. Guys, the war had a devastating impact on the entire continent. Not only financially, but also psychologically. Because during this war, people saw loss of life, loss of property, loss of trust over the government. Are you guys getting it? So it had psychological as well as financial losses. Once upon a time, Europe, being a continent of creditor, used to give credit to the entire world. Now Europe turned into one of the debtor. Debtor means कर्जे में डूब गया. Took huge loans from US and many other countries, guys. The Weimar Republic was held responsible for all these things. In fact, the people, the representatives who supported, the people who supported the Weimar Republic were also known as November criminals. Why November criminals? Because this treaty was signed in the month of November. Now guys, due to this political instability, slowly and gradually, dictatorships started getting importance. Their influence started growing. Okay? Why? Because there was a belief that democracy could not survive the instabilities of interwar Europe. So whatever is happening in Europe, democracy cannot solve all these issues. So we need a strong leader who will solve these issues, and this is how the importance of dictatorship started growing. Guys, at that time, what was the conditions of soldiers? Let's see, guys. Guys, soldiers came to be placed above civilians. Means soldiers were actually considered the most okay, like being in army or armed forces was considered as the most prestigious job. Soldiers were given huge respect in this society. Yes, so soldiers came to be placed above civilians. But in actual sense, the ground reality was their life was miserable, guys. एकदम खराब situation थी. Guys, they were trapped with rats feeding on corpse. Means dead bodies. Corpse means dead bodies. They also faced poisonous gas and enemy shelling. Guys, what is the meaning of enemy shelling? It's an act of like firing weapons, enemy attack. And eventually we also saw that their ranks also started reducing. Are you guys getting what I'm trying to say? Guys, later on, due to all this political instability, people saw that we want some change, all right, because king was unable to improve the situation of Germany post-war. In fact, he abdicated from Germany. Then elected government was formed, parliamentary system came into the picture, but they were guys, they wanted to make positive changes, but they were unable to make positive changes. And here people wanted political radicalism. Guys, what is the meaning of political radicalism? Means they wanted political changes. So guys, what happened? How politics of Germany changed and what was economic crisis? This is what we are going to see right now. Now guys, the birth of Weimar Republic coincided with the uprising of Spartacus League on the pattern of the Bolsheviks revolution in Russia. Now let me tell you guys. As we know, people were not happy from Weimar Republic. So guys, there was a separate group which was formed in Germany which went against Weimar Republic, and this separate group was Spartacus League. Guys, they were inspired from the communist form of government in Russia. The way communist form of government was formed in Russia, in a similar way, a similar organization was formed in Germany. It was Communist Party of Germany. And this Communist Party of Germany was formed by Spartacus League. Basically, they were inspired from the communist form of government which was in Russia. Do you remember Russian Revolution? Yes. So in short, Weimar Republic and Spartacus League. Spartacus League was against the Weimar Republic, and Spartacus League came up with the political party which came to be known as Communist Party of Germany. Simple. And guys, due to all these political instability, who took full advantage of this situation? That was Hitler. Hitler took full advantage of this situation, and it paved for the rise of Hitler in Germany. But before we see about the rise of Hitler in Germany, what happened, guys? Let's see next. Economic crisis in year 1923. Now guys, what was economic crisis? Now guys, Germany refused to pay the war reparations, whatever losses like the allied countries faced. Do you remember, guys? Germany was supposed to pay 6 billion pounds, so they refused to pay the war reparations. Why we should pay the war reparations? हम लोग नहीं pay करेंगे, हम लोग नहीं, जो भी losses हम नहीं करेंगे. Now guys, what happened? France occupied its leading industrial area role. France ने वो area ले लिया. How Germany responded? Germany responded with printing paper currency recklessly. So guys, उन्होंने currencies print करना start कर दी. But guys, try to understand, currencies print होना तो start हो गई थी, but the value of German mark started reducing, started falling down. Guys, what was German mark? Like we have Indian rupee, in a similar way, they have German mark. So the value of mark collapsed, which gave rise to prices of goods sold down. इतना ज़्यादा inflation गया था, guys. Now just imagine this pen which is of rupees 10. Let's take an example. The cost of this pen is rupees 10. Now if you go to shopkeeper to buy this pen during hyperinflation, the cost of this pen would be, let's say, 10,000 rupees. This is hyperinflation. So people, what is hyperinflation? It is a situation when prices rise phenomenally high. 10 रुपए का पेन अभी 10,000 रुपए में मिलेगा. So they started printing currency recklessly, but actually the value of currency started falling. Alright guys, now who came to rescue Germany from this situation? Guys, America came to rescue Germany from this situation. How? Guys, Americans intervened and bailed Germany out of this crisis by introducing a plan. This plan came to be known as Davis Plan. Guys, what was Davis Plan? Guys, Charles Davis was an American banker. he came up with the plan to help Germany financially and to bail Germany from this financial crisis. All right. So it reworked the term of reparations to ease the financial burden on Germany. So they wanted to ease the financial burden on Germany, which Germany was facing post-World War. Now guess what happened? Guys, between 1924 and 1928, everything was going smoothly, guys. We saw some stability between these 4 years, but Germany was totally dependent on short-term loans, largely from USA. Now, guys, as you know, Germany was getting financial help from USA, but this support was withdrawn from Germany by USA when USA saw a crash in their stock exchange in year 1929, and that was Wall Street Exchange. Guys, Wall Street Exchange was the stock market, and USA saw a fall, a crash in year 1929 in stock exchange, guys, in stock market. Huge losses USA was facing. Now guys, if you think कि सर ये तो USA में हुआ था, how Germany was affected or how other countries were affected, how world was affected, in fact guys India was also affected. पता क्या हुआ था? There were many countries who were dependent upon USA, like Germany was dependent upon USA for like short-term loans. In a similar way, there were many people, many countries, many organizations who had invested their money in Wall Street Exchange. And the crash of Wall Street Exchange means the losses for all those people who had invested money. Are you guys getting it? So guys, this was start of the Great Economic Depression worldwide. Guys, between 1929 and 1932, the national income of USA fell by half, by 50%. Factories shut down, export fell, farmers were badly hit, and speculators means investors, the people who had invested their money withdrew their money from the market. अपना पैसा निकालने लग गए. The effect of this recession in USA economy was felt worldwide. As I told you guys, many countries like Germany were dependent upon the loan given from USA, and many countries had invested, many people had invested their money in the stock market of USA. So guys, Germany economy was hit badly, obviously. Industrial production. So guys, how Germany was affected? German economy was hit badly. Industrial production was reduced to 40% by 1929. Workers lost their jobs or were paid reduced wages. उनकी salary बहुत कम हो गई, wages कम हो गए. The number of unemployed was more than 6 million in Germany, and it led to social unrest. Now guys, during this social unrest, political unrest थी, social unrest situation हो गई. Obviously guys, here Hitler took full advantage of this situation. And guys, there was one more defect in Weimar Republic. First of all guys, people were not happy with Weimar Republic, and there was some defects in Weimar Republic, like proportional representation. What is proportional representation guys? Guys, proportional representation का मतलब होता है कि let's take an example, there are 4 political parties which are contesting election. If one political party got 35% votes, second political party B got 15% vote, so on and so forth, every political party got some or the other, at least some votes, alright, at least some power. So अगर political party A को 35% votes मिले, so they will have 35% of the power. If political party B got 15% vote, they will have 15% power. So that is proportional representation. Every political party had some power. Now you just imagine, if there are 4 political parties and every political party has some power, is it necessary that all these political parties will come together for a common cause or for a common problem? Definitely no. So this was a very big problem of proportional representation, because कोई भी एक साथ मिलके काम करना नहीं चाहता था. Second, Article 48. This was the power with the President of Germany. What was the power? It gave the power to the President to impose emergency, means he can take the entire control of any particular region. He can suspend the civil rights, the rights which are given to the people, and rule by decrees. He can at any point of time come up with any law, and he can impose any law. On one hand, there is proportional representation. On the other hand, these were the powers of president. So guys, because of all these things, it gave us to political instability. People lost confidence in democratic parliamentary system. And who took advantage of this entire situation? Hitler. How Hitler took advantage of this situation? How Hitler came into this picture? We will definitely see in this entire chapter, guys. But before that, I hope you understood everything. And if yes, do not forget to hit this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit the video like, do not hit this video but hit the like button. And guys, if you really want to take our pro subscription, guys, if you people are having an amazing time with us on YouTube, so guys, you should definitely try our vPro subscription. Those are paid subscription. There are amazing advantages. First of all, every session in our vPro subscription is live session. You know guys the difference between attending a live session and the recorded one. I will guys show you how the live session actually goes on our vPro platform, guys, on our web platform. Every session is live, interaction takes place, entire syllabus is covered. You people actually compete with the students across the globe. I will show you how. Okay? You guys can download handwritten notes made by the master teachers. You guys, we have two teacher pattern. Like we have class master teacher to solve all your questions and all your like concepts during the class, and we have class teachers also who will solve all your questions during the classroom. And not only during the class, if you have any queries after the class from morning 8 a.m. till evening 11 p.m., those doubts are also considered. Assignments are given, tests are taken, thousands of micro courses, guys, many advantages. So guys, if you are planning to take our vPro subscription for term 2, guys, we have two plans for you, Pro Lite and Pro Classic. Guys, in the difference between these two plans is like in Pro Classic, you will come across doubts app. Means from morning 8 a.m. to evening 11 p.m. you guys can ask unlimited questions. Alright. So guys, with this, if you apply my coupon code, which is ADPRO, which is there in the description box. Alright. The link which is there in the description box, or coupon code is already applied. You will be getting additional discount. So this 8,000 will come down to 7,200, and that 10,000 will come down to 9,000 for entire term 2, which will include physics, chem, bio, maths, English and SST with all the added advantages whatever I said you. So guys, link is there in the description box. ADPRO coupon code is already applied. If you go through the link which is there in the description box, and you will be getting additional discount, guys, and you will be a part of our long-term batches. All right. Now guys, coming to the homework questions. So guys, if you want to know how Hitler took the advantage of all these situations, you have to attend my next session, guys. All right. So before that, a homework question for you guys. Two homework questions. Germany's genocidal war was against which of the following people? 4 options. The second question is, what was the response of Germans to the new Weimar Republic? So guys, these are going to be 2 homework questions for you. But before that, guys, I want to show you 2 things. Alright, first of all, you guys can be a part of Vedantu's Got Talent, which is absolutely free. But before that, I want to show you how you guys can actually, how the sessions actually goes on. Guys, once you take our pro subscription, you will come across such kind of dashboard. You just have to go to the past sessions and you can see, guys, the way the sessions are conducted. Like you can also watch the session replays. Okay, that's India. This is how you are competing with the students across the globe. Guys, these are the students from different parts of India. Okay, was a all right. And guys, this is how we unmute the students, uncam the students. This is how the interaction goes on during the classroom. All right. So guys, कैसे लग सकते हो guys? Just go to the description box of this video. All right. You can see over here it is written as CBSE term 2 full syllabus. Just click on this link. You will be redirected to our website. Now guys, the price is for just 3,000. Guys, just look at the prices. Guys, 50%. You are getting 50% off. Alright guys, so entire term 2 at just 3,000 and 4,000. I hope you know the difference between these two plans. You can see AD Pro coupon code is already applied. Alright guys, so I want you guys to be a part of our vPro subscription. Alright, so first of all guys, thank you so much for attending my class. I will see you guys in my next session. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye guys, take care. Jai Hind.